News just obtained the body camera video from Stow Police. You can see officers scrambling to find out what exactly happened. You can also see the suspect's car up against Megan Kellerman's. Paramedics quickly try to work on both the 25-year-old and the suspect. Both were pronounced dead at the scene.
So who was the man behind this senseless attack?
Investigator Sarah Goldenberg found the shooting suspect wasn't even supposed to have a gun.
19 Investigates started digging into the suspect's background the moment we were able to confirm his name. Here's what we've uncovered about Jason Williams. Back in March, Hudson police arrested the 53-year-old for improper handling of firearms in a motor vehicle. He was also charged with OVI and open container. A Summit County grand jury indicted Williams in April, and he had been out of jail on a $5,000 signature bond awaiting trial. One of the conditions of his bond was that he was not allowed to possess any firearms. He also had to wear an alcohol ankle monitor. 19 Investigates also uncovered records that show Williams was arrested for OVI last year, and back in 1994, he was also arrested for driving under the influence and carrying a concealed weapon. He pleaded guilty in both cases. We asked Stow Police whether Williams was under the influence of anything at the time of the shooting, but they did not have that answer yet. They said they're waiting for toxicology results from the medical examiner's office. Sarah Goldenberg, 19 News.